is a hang-on back filter the right filter for your setup and for your aquarium? I'm going to do some maintenance on one of these hang-on backs, and I thought it might be a good time to talk with you a little bit about hang-on back filters and why I think in a lot of ways they're very superior to other options. These are old, very old, gigantic Marineland Emperor 400 filters. I'm not even sure if they make, I think they make these, but they make them in there's a new series out for them, which is a little bit probably sleeker looking. They have these wheels on them, which I don't really care much about, whether they spin or not. After a while, these spray bars tend to get a little bit weak, but that's not a problem. It's not really an area of emphasis for me. But at any rate, this is not a promotional video for Marineland. I want to talk with you about hang-on backs in general. And the reason I love them, first of all, they're available in so many different sizes. You can get them in very small sizes for very small aquariums. You can also get them in medium sizes and larger sizes, like these units here. I have a variety of them. I have some Phoenix, I have a Higer, of course I have these. I have all kinds of filters here in the fish room, internal filters. I have sumps, canisters, and in some applications, like your very large tanks, a sump might be the best option. But the truth is, even in my larger aquariums, I could conceivably put like 4 of these or 4 aqua clears or any of the better known hang-on backs out there. I could put 4 of those on a big tank and I'd probably be okay. I'd probably be in good shape. So there are certainly a lot of options. So why would you go with a hang-on back? Well, the main reason is because they're so easy to work on. I mean, you don't even have to bend over really. And you know, when you have 2 of them on an aquarium, you can alternate working on them, and that lets you allow one of them to just stay stable while you clean the other one. And then like every 2 weeks or every month, you can alternate the cleaning of them. And so in this case, it's this hang-on back's turn. Now what do I have in here? I have cartridges, and you can see these cartridges can get a little bit mucked up. And in your case, you may have cartridges, or you might just have you might just have sponges that are just cut to shape. And one of the things I love about hang-on backs is you can play around with them, a lot like sumps. And you know, I guess you can do it with any filter really. Canisters, anything, you can put whatever you want in them, but you can put a lot of stuff into hang-on backs. In this case, I have the two cartridges that are made by Marineland, and what I have inside of them is just some sponge material that I picked up on eBay. This is just, it's referred to as egg crate sponge material, and you just want to set it up so that the water hits, you know, when it travels through the filter, it's hitting this side of the egg crate, and that gives you more surface area, right? A lot more surface area to grow bacteria and to capture detritus. I also have a couple little pieces of carbon infused sponge. These are some pieces that from a larger piece. I get it from an aquarium co-op. It comes in big squares and you just cut it to fit whatever application you want. And I also have in here some sponges that go into internal filters. These are sponges that go into some of those Expert-Matic internal filters. And the reason I have them in here is that they're loaded up with beneficial bacteria, and that way, if I need to set up a tank in an emergency or right away, I have filter material to throw into an internal filter and get that aquarium going immediately because I have seeded filter material. So I have these 2 big chambers, these big compartments. I can put anything I want in there. I could put Matrix, I could put Marine Pure, I could put Biohome, I could put it all sponges. I could do, you know, put a little poly, whatever you want in there, right? these guys, maybe a few times a year, I'll take them off and I'll scrub them down, get them to look good. Ease of cleaning, flexibility of media, bulletproof design. I mean, they usually run forever. These have been running for years and years and years. One of them I bought and it was used and it had already been running for years before I got it. So I don't even know how old it is. They're a bit of a bulletproof design. Rarely will you have any problems like leaks or failures. And if you do have some kind of an issue, usually you can get what you need to fix them, or because they're not super expensive, you can replace them. It's not like a $300, $400 FX6 canister filter that the parts are very expensive, and if you want to replace it, you're out $300 to $400. That's probably the most expensive single standalone filter, except when you start to consider perhaps a sump, where you have the sump, the media, and also the pumps, which can run $100 a piece depending on the quality of the pump that you're using. Hang-on backs, I think, apart from a sponge filter, a plain old basic sponge filter, is the simplest, easiest. Load it up, drop it in, plug it in, and forget about it until it's time to clean it. It is really the easiest and simplest way to go. If you have a couple of them, it's ideal because you have one, you have a backup, and second, you can alternate cleaning. On a brand new aquarium, like when I redid my 55-gallon planted, and it has a marine land on it, I would clean one side, and then a few weeks later clean the other side. Clean one chamber, then clean the other chamber. And that way it would help to maintain some sort of consistency with the beneficial bacteria, not create some kind of a shock or an ammonia spike in the aquarium. But I think hang-on backs are awesome. I think if you're starting up a new aquarium, consider a hang-on back. There are lots of great brands out there. I'm not entirely partial to marine lands. They run for me like battleships, but there are lots of great brands out there that will run and run and run. And these just happen to be the ones I ended up with after years and years. I don't know why, really. Just sort of. One of them came with a tank I bought, and then I got familiar with it, so I bought another one, and then anyway, here I am with marine lens. So, what are your thoughts? Do you think that hang-on back filters are a good option, the best option? What are your thoughts about them? I mean, cleaning this stuff is a quick rinse and back in. This thing will be back up and running in about 15 minutes, compared to maybe spending an hour or more on servicing a canister. But internal filters are also very fast. Sumps and canisters can be left alone for months and months and months. So again, there's trade-offs. But what do you think? What are your thoughts about hang-on backs? Where do you think they stand in the hierarchy of filter options? Do you think they're a good option, the best option? Do you use them? What's your favorite hang-on back? And do you have any tweaks, any hacks that has made your hang-on back work better? Share it in the comments below, because we all learn from each other at this channel, okay? So there you have it. That's all I have to say. Just wanted to share with you a little bit about my thoughts about these awesome filters that we call HOBs, or hang-on backs. Thank you, my friends. I'll see you again soon, maybe on Saturday at the Cichlids and Coffee live stream, every Saturday at 11 a.m. Most Saturdays. I do take some Saturdays off. And if you want to support the channel, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell, and consider becoming a Patreon monthly supporter. Starts for as little as $3 a month, and it really helps. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.